Okay, let me. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Well, hello everyone. If you're here, we are here to we are getting it together. You gotta love the joys of the realness of everything. We are gonna try something out real quick. I have never done this. So this is my first attempt.
Okay, me too.
Okay, let's see. I feel like I'm getting some. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. So we are trying to figure out how to do this on Instagram real quick too. So I think when I go on, Danica, you're gonna have to request to be on with me real quick.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so I'm going now.
All right.
See. Oh wait, I figured it out.
Okay, so do I have to do anything?
Yes. Oh, there it is. I think.
Okay, something just rang. Let's see here. Let me go to Instagram.
So everyone that's here on YouTube with us, we are trying to target both of our what do you call it? Both of our. Hi, Amy. We're streaming to both right now. I'm we're live on YouTube, live here.
Okay, I see you're live.
And I sent you to join.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, request to join. Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's see. I sent it again.
How is that?
We are figuring this all out. Oh, it says you're unable to join.
Huh.
Maybe because your camera's occupied by the live stream.
The streaming. Okay. All good.
Okay, so if you guys here are here online, go ahead and go over to my YouTube channel at Yana's Wine Corner. And I am here with Danica live right now. There, we are making it happen. We're making it happen.
Hi.
And you've actually joined us at the time. So head on over. We are there now. So see you there.
Be right back.
Okay, well, welcome. Oh, no.
All right. I just let 2 cats in. I've got my dog running around. There are a lot of things going on in this.
Oh, trust me. I get it. Okay. I get it. I'm actually going to go ahead and get started with your wine. Don't worry about noise. Do not worry about it. I'm telling you, this is real life. Trust me, every week is something with me. Like something. And I never know what that something is going to be, but it's definitely taught me a little more patience than I used to have. But I have your wine. Got to get the label right.
Yay!
I'm so excited. I've been waiting to open this, and I said, okay, I have to wait because I want to do this with her. Hi, lady. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. And for being so patient and running with the circus that is my life.
That is normally what happens when you're an entrepreneur, from what I've been noticing. It's like life is you go.
Yeah.
So tell everyone, well, hello, Terrell. Correct me if I'm wrong or which way you want me to pronounce it.
Where can I see who is joining?
So there should be on the side, it'll say comments, and everyone that has joined, I normally tell everyone, which I did not do this time, just go ahead and say hi in the comments so that way we know you're there.
Got it. Oh, I see everyone. All right. Hi.
Ooh,
Like Terrell Owens. I like it.
ooh.
Popping bottles on
Popping
a
bottles.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday. You are supposed to wind down on Wednesdays.
Yes, I like it.
But sometimes you need to wind down on more than a Wednesday.
Yes, that's pretty much every day. No, so thank you. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Okay, this is my first sip, guys. I'm so excited. It smells amazing.
So what do you smell?
I smell notes of peach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. That hit my taste buds real good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
This is good.
So glad you like it.
This is, and you know, I'm a bubbles girl, so I love sparkling wine.
I love bubbles too. Effervescence, honestly, in any drink really kind of spices things up for me.
Now, what does this pair well with?
So honestly, anything salty pairs really well with sort of sweeter wines. So you can do with the peach bubbly, you can do something as simple as salty tortilla chips, right? To like doing tuna tartare appetizers, right? Or like a really salty breaded fried catfish would pair so well with this wine.
Okay.
Salty always brings out sort of the sweetness and it gives it a really good balance. So go for the salty.
I feel so crazy because I kind of want to try it with some mild wings.
I'm here for it.
I feel like it would taste so good with, oh my gosh, some wings.
I'm here for it. Yeah.
Lemon pepper, mild. I'm like, wait a minute.
I can kind of taste it and I'm liking it. Yeah. I always lean for the fried foods again because I like salty. So I would probably go for fried wings. Fried catfish.
I can't eat that, so.
Okay. All right.
That
You're going mild and pepper. I like it.
Spicy food. Terrell says spicy food.
Spicy gives it a good balance as well.
This is so good. All right. I love it. And I definitely need a drink after today. Well, I shouldn't say need because then it makes me sound like.
It doesn't make you sound like anything. It just is.
It just, oh yeah. Yes. It's definitely a day to wind down. So I'm really excited.
Good.
How was your day?
So my day was cray per usual, but that is a normal day in my life. I can hear my kids trying to wind down for bed. I've got my animals all staring at me, looking at me crazy per normal. I've got 2 laptops, open in my eyesight, just waiting for me to go back and work on them tonight. But overall, the weather, how amazing is this weather this week?
Right.
So beautiful today.
Mm-hmm. I wish I didn't have to work because I could have enjoyed it more, but
So
I'll be
nice.
thankful for the little bit that I did get out in it.
Good, good. Yes. And how was your day? You said it was quite a day.
Oh man, yes. And I don't know if it's still like the remnants of the eclipse that, had today bonkers, but it was a day. I'm happy it's Wednesday. 2 more days at the circus
And then it's the weekend.
and then it's the weekend. So
So welcome to my life.
oh my god.
No, like this is real. This is real life.
It is.
This is real life for me.
You can't ask for anything better.
I hear my youngest screaming, "Mommy, mommy!" So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Does he need a hug?
Let me go check. Okay, hold that thought.
So this wine is 11.5% and really, really good. We already talked about what it paired with, or what it pairs well with, I should say. It's really good. And I'm not a sweet wine person, but this is not like overbearingly sweet. So that makes me excited. But it's definitely good. Definitely worth the buy. And I'm excited. I was talking about your wine.
Thank you.
Now, if it makes you feel better, like I said, I've had some where mine have decided to do the same thing. Like I think it was like a week or two ago. They just decided they wanted to let everyone know we're here. And I said, okay, here we go.
No, it's just I've been on legit, buyer Zoom calls or interviews, whatever, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, these animals and children, right? This is just kind of the reality of life now, working from home, right, or working remotely, and just how everything shifted. So this is reality.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna get started with a rapid fire. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. What's your favorite time of the day?
Sunset.
What's the biggest learning experience you've had?
Keep things close to the vest.
Okay. What's inspiring you in life right now?
My children.
If you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
Oprah.
Last question. What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
I mean, there's a lot of things. One thing I had to learn the hard way. There's no easy money.
Man,
Right?
there is no such thing. And when you think it's easy,
It probably not a good idea. Probably not legit. Probably not going to end well. So yeah, there's a lot of those lessons, but right, like hard work. There's no easy money.
definitely. I can't tell you the amount of people I know that have gotten scammed looking for easy money.
Right?
That didn't make sense to you. That maybe I shouldn't do this.
I know.
That's so funny. Okay, so let everybody know where you're from.
So I am Danica. I actually live in West LA, and I'm from Los Angeles. My mom's family is from Louisiana. We're Creole. My dad's family is actually Cape Verdean. A lot of people don't know what that is, but there's a lot of them sort of in the Cape, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and they kind of came to the US from Northwest Africa and like southern Portugal. They're islands on the northwest coast of Africa, south of Portugal. So that's kind of my origin story. But my parents met here in Venice, California, which is down the street from where I live, and then had us girls. Born and raised here, lived all over the U.S., all like so many major cities. I've lived in LA, I've lived in San Fran, I've lived in New York, but LA will always be home.
Okay, I like that. And what does your current day-to-day look like?
I mean, you've gotten a short glimpse of the chaos that is my life. There's your, yeah, okay, good. I feel better now. So my days start super early. My kids are up. They're early risers, so it's like 5:30, 6 a.m. rise at this house. Kids, animals, breakfast, coffee, getting everyone fed, situated, dressed, off, to wherever they're going, whether it's school or sports or activities. And then I settle into, my jobs. And we know we wear multiple hats for all of our duties and jobs. Mm-hmm. And this is probably like my second favorite time of day, right? Where my kids are asleep and then I have an opportunity to kind of exhale and, do things like this, have a drink. Yes.
I love it. We need to do more play dates.
I know. Isn't that the best? It's right. Kids are so simple. They meet each other for 2 seconds and it's let's play.
Yeah.
And instantaneously, right, they're good to go. I mean, that's kind of how our friendship was too, but I would say it's like rare in adulthood that it's that easy. We just happened to totally hit it off and have really great vibes. So I'm so grateful. But yeah, our kids were precious. So we need to do that more often, especially on the weekends, right? When they're long and sometimes hard.
No, seriously. And I think that it helps them as well being around other kids too. So
exactly.
No, exactly. And plus it gives us an opportunity to have a drink
and do stuff that we still need to do, but we're still with our kids and they're occupied. Yeah, it's like multitasking, really.
At its finest. And I love it.
Yes, at its finest.
What do you do to boost your confidence and overcome fear?
So, what do I do to boost my confidence and overcome fear? Meditation has been something, and there's many different forms of meditation, and I'm not great at it, but it's something that I actively work on. And for me, it's just like trying to get it to a place of silence, like silencing my brain, right? Because there's so many things going on, and I find if I do that, that right, like decreases my anxiety, and therefore, that's how I overcome fear or anything that I'm, scared or anxious about. Increasing my confidence, like that's just being surrounded by the people that are closest to me, that are going to give me the truth, but that are going to lift me up when I need it the most, right? Oh. So like that's my mom, my sisters, my kids, my best friends, just interacting with them and being able to be forthcoming and open with them, and like having them be an ear and give me what I need when I need it the most. So that's the biggest confidence boost for me.
I love that. I love that because I know that it's hard, especially when it comes to, where we're at right now. and having to be present in front of people. I think we've talked about that. Like people just expect so much of you once you become, as they say, a public figure. And it's hard.
Yeah.
Because you always have somebody that's judging you. And you're like, I was just trying to do something nice.
Right. Right. Yeah, you really put yourself out there, but putting yourself out there opens you up to so much vulnerability and criticism and judgment and like just so many other things that I honestly tried to avoid prior to starting my brand, right? Because I never utilized social media before I had my brand. So it just wasn't even a part of my life.
Right.
And so I'm really, as you and I have, you know, spoken about on many occasions, that I'm not savvy with social media and just Instagram, TikTok, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. So even, yeah, just the comments and the judgment and all of that, or even how you appear, right, on your social and trying to make things perfect or looking at yourself or whatever, looking at others and looking at how perfect their stuff is. I mean, it's a lot.
It is a lot. And it does take a lot of adjusting, I guess you can say, to even say, okay, I'm not going to compare myself. I'm just going to be myself. And it does get hard because I do look at other people and how they do their things. And I'm just like, oh man, why can't mine look like that? Or let me see if I can look like that. And it's like, and then I just give up.
No, totally.
So no, I get it. And it's definitely about having the right people around you because there are a lot of people that are, well, I know I can speak for myself. I don't want situational people around me in my life. Like, oh, when it's convenient for you or when something is in your favor, then you're around me. No, like you, Kiana, you guys are like so just like in my, you know, in my corner where I'm getting text messages from you guys, you know, that are just, you know, it's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's especially for you, right, to have a podcast and like you said, really become a public figure. You're gonna have situational people that are gonna want to ride on that or ride with you because they see you doing XYZ or so you always kind of have to have this lens or this filter, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know.
I mean, I like Thursday, we met Issa Rae and I had more people hit me up because of that than they did. It's like you have not said one thing to me in the almost 2 years I've been doing this.
Interesting.
And then you see that and now you're saying something to me.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I get you on that one. I get you.
Yeah.
So what made you fall in love with wine and spirits? No, Andrea, discernment is everything. And that's a hard one.
Yeah. So honestly, I've had so many hospitality jobs. And I worked at so many restaurants, bars, nightclubs, and the restaurants in particular, especially the high-end, very chef-driven restaurants. And granted, this is a long time ago. We're talking about probably 20 years ago because I'm old. But
you are not old. Stop it.
Right. So this is me like waiting tables or trying to bartend in these high-end restaurants with these chef personalities. If you've ever, for anyone out there that's like worked in, you know, hospitality, you know that chefs can be a personality. And I get it, right? That's their art, that's their craft, that's their baby. It should be taken very seriously. I mean, I was young. I didn't know that at the time. And I would say I did not take it very seriously. And the chefs were the first one to call us out about not knowing what's on the menu, not knowing anything about wine or spirits or the cocktails or the regions or the this and the that. And so that became a thing where I was like constantly berated by chefs about not knowing anything about anything.
Right.
And so I was like forced to learn, all of the, I was just forced to learn all of the wines, and do like a heavy amount of wine education. And I had to, like, for some of the restaurants, you have to take a test. Like, you have to memorize all the whole wine list and where they're from and the varietal and, the tasting notes and the sensory. And so that just really forced me to learn and taste and explore. And I realized this is amazing. I absolutely love it. And that's, that honestly was the first time that I knew that this is what I was meant to do and be and just experience. Like, even if I'm not working with it, I knew that this was always going to be part of my life because I just loved it so much.
I love that. Such an amazing story.
Yeah. No, had some horrific, embarrassing moments, right? Where, like, if you're working at a restaurant and you have that all hands meeting before opening and, like 4:45 before the restaurant opens and everyone's lined up and chef comes out and he's like, "What are the specials?" And Danica's, and what do you pair that with? And just totally bombed. And I knew I had to get my shit together, and just really dove into it and loved it.
I love that. That is amazing.
Embarrassing, but yes, amazing. So yeah, I've had the experience to travel and visit a lot of really different amazing wine regions in the world, in South Africa, in Italy, in France, and other in Greece, other regions, and especially like to take my mom. My mom and I took this amazing trip to Europe once, and we went to the Loire Valley in France. And for my mom, who comes from a generation that, like I've talked about this before, probably with you, right? Where like they knew nothing about wine. And to be able to go back there and kind of show her, some history and like, yeah, I'm just so grateful we were able to do that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. See, and sometimes you got to get beat up to find your passion.
So true. So true. Sad, but true.
But no, that's beautiful because look at where you are now. I mean, I'm like so proud of you. I was proud of you the day we met and we didn't even know each other.
Thank you. Thank you.
But hearing your story, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're friends.
Yes, I know. That's how it was immediately. And I love it. And then, yeah, just both being moms and being able to pursue this at the same time. I love that we're doing it.
No, seriously, because when you started, I was getting started. And it, just like for you, it was one of those where it was like, okay, I let fear keep me from really pushing through. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, it's like, it's always going to be somebody that's going to have something to say. And even when I started, I was still not fearful, but kind of waiting for the negatives versus looking for the positives. Like, okay, I've got this many people saying this, but yet I'm still focused on what Sam said
right
24 hours ago.
Right.
So now I just look at it and I keep going when I do have those moments of insecurity, I guess you can say. I think about the fact that I do have so much more support than I don't have. And it does keep me going. But I love how you fell in love with wine. I think that's amazing. And I feel like everyone has a story, but wine brings people together.
It really does.
that's what most people don't really get. Like, that's the biggest part of wine. The happiest part of wine to me is that it brings people together, and you are just so willing to tell your story on how you fell in love with it, what you love about it at this point, and you've always got a great time with wine.
Yeah. No, truly. And I mean, and that's kind of like how I saw it in my family, the way that, you know, my family, how I saw my parents' generation, my grandparents, my great grandparents' generation, like they didn't they didn't care about anything when they were eating and drinking and together. Like they just lived. And
Yeah.
I loved that. And so like that's what I associate you know, drinking with, being able to unwind, being able to be yourself, being able to, I don't even like using the word indulge because it's like we don't even have to indulge, we're just being. Right? So that's kind of what wine is. And yes, Terrell, it's something that's been passed down for generations. I agree.
Yeah, for sure. My grandmother used to have a glass of wine, red wine, with her meals. And I mean, I'm older now, and both of my grandparents are no longer here, so I can tell the story, and there are no consequences to it. But when they would go out to dinner, um, my grandfather would go ahead and slip me a little to taste it. So that was the catapult for me in wine. It was like, oh, okay, I think I kind of like this. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all she drank was red wine. Like, she wouldn't step outside of her comfort zone into white wines. And for a long time, that was me. I would not, I'm like, I don't like white wine. But then I wasn't open to tasting a lot of white wines either. And it's just like with men, you got to kiss some frogs to find.
To find the one that you like.
Exactly.
And your
So,
tastes change too, right? What old boy that you liked when you were 20 might be different than
woo,
who you rock with now. So the Boone's Farm that I was drinking in 7th grade is different than what I drink now.
oh, that is so true, Andrea. Wine does not cheat.
No.
But that's a whole nother conversation. And oh my goodness, yes. Wine is good to me. Wine makes me feel good and puts me to sleep. Just like, yeah, I can't get to. That might be a topic for an OnlyFans situation.
Hey, I'm here for that too. So why was I was at a demo last week in Huntington Beach, and a guy, I was tasting with a guy, and that was his suggestion. He's like, why don't you put yourself on OnlyFans, and you know, you're the grown folks seltzer girl, or you're not OnlyFans, Andrea, I know, right? You're the like you're doing your business on OnlyFans. Hey, it was an idea. It was an idea.
Well, I can't even put my idea out there because then someone may try and run with it. I'll text you later.
Okay. Okay.
But I did have a good suggestion, and I will say this. No one judge me when you hear this come out of my mouth. I do have an OnlyFans that I started. I have not done anything on it yet.
Why have I not seen this, and why are we not?
Because I created it and then I got self-conscious about it. And then I said no. But now I'm just like, you know what? No, it's time to get started. It's time.
I think we're going to be texting about that tomorrow. Andrea said, "Wine don't cheat, though." That's very very true. Wine is loyal.
Wine is very loyal. I mean, I can go get the same bottle and get that same feeling. And
Wine is loyal. That is so funny. Okay, yes, you're going to tell me more about your OnlyFans.
yes.
Because I'm very intrigued. And I like where this is headed. Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pour some more. I know I get a little more excited the more I drink. Look at how much I've had. Oh my gosh.
And you didn't share any of that bottle. That's all you.
Saw me.
Okay, good.
When people say you can't drink a whole bottle of wine, I'm like, I'm a magician. Trust
Yes,
me.
I can.
And I can still function. So that's all that matters.
Slim Fit Queens waist trainers. That sounds like something I'm very interested in.
Oh, she is the waist training queen. So yes.
Oh, I want to see this. And totally okay that you're late. Andrea, it's giving grown folks after dark. That I love this idea. Andrea, you I think you were gonna join us. Grown folks after dark sounds like a spin-off podcast or like some sort of I love that. I love that.
No, you'll love Andrea. She is the
Andrea,
sweetest
sorry.
person on the planet. Like she and I met on Instagram and instantly clicked. And she's been on my lives before. She's actually doing my live in 2 weeks.
Okay.
With a very fun topic, but she is the sweetest person. And like I said, wine brings people together. I don't think people understand that. Like wine is just like the glue. So I love it. Now, what's your favorite varietal? I've tasted your red. The red is amazing. The red had me drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, you loved the red. And I mean, now you've tasted the white, which is it's equally as amazing. They're both so different and complex in their own way, right? But they're both sweet focused wines. So my favorite varietal, as you're drinking a Sauvignon Blanc, again, like that hails traditionally from the Loire Valley, light bodied, high acidity, somewhat grassy features. Like, yeah, I love it, and I love like all the offshoots of it. I love a Sancerre. Yes, that is my fave.
That is great. Now, with your social media and making content, I know we kind of touched on this a little bit.
Yeah.
What would you say is the one thing that you enjoy?
What do I enjoy about social media and making content? Do I have to pick something? I know. Gosh.
Because I know it's not easy. People just think that
it's not.
Such work.
Yeah. It's hours and hours of shooting and editing and retouching and angling and researching and looking at other people's stuff and getting ideas. I have a steep learning curve, right? As I said, because I wasn't a social media user prior to. So,
Right.
and I don't feel like my generation we're not the digitally native generation. I'm a little older than that. So it's just
Stop
like
us.
I know. I'm horrible. But it's just not intuitive to me. It's not. So I'm learning as I go, and I would not say there's one, like I don't have a favorite part of it at all. And maybe that will come the more familiar I get and the more I streamline the process and I understand the platforms and get better at it. But is this therapy hour or what? Because like, yeah, I don't have a favorite part of it. Sorry.
I tell people all the time, this is my therapy when I'm not with my therapist, because I get to get a lot of stuff out with the world. And someone always comes in and they're like, oh my gosh, I felt that same way about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing that I do like about it is meeting the new people, because every day there's someone will connect with me and go, oh my gosh, I like that you did this. And it's just like, I didn't even notice that I did that, but you did. And so I like the engagement. So I will say that the engagement is what makes me like the social media. Other than that, I am not a big social media person. Like on my personal page, I very rarely post.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'll get ready to post like, oh, I feel like I haven't posted in a long time. Let me post something. And then I'm just like, never mind. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
but a lot of stuff I don't feel like I have to share. Like I miss people sometimes that are no longer here in the physical sense. I don't feel like I need to share that. If
Right.
I'm comfortable enough with somebody, it's like I'm having a rough day.
Right.
Like I'll text my bestie and be like, oh, this is what's going on today, yada, yada, yada. And then I can be done with it because I got it out.
Right. Right.
So I feel like sometimes people use social media to have another best friend.
100%. It's like, bleh, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost vomit all over for the world.
Like you've got a captive audience, just bleh.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with you in that sense. But you do bring up a great point, and now that I think about it, I mean, from the brand perspective, the things that people DM me or the pictures that I see of them enjoying my product, or right, like I'll get DMs. There was a guy that DM'd me that said, you know, he was from Brooklyn. He happened to be in downtown LA, walked into Whole Foods. He said, I saw us on a can, had never seen that before, had to get it. Right? Like that's why I do what I do, and I made this product, or the products that I make. Things like that are amazing.
They are.
So.
And for those who have not gotten her seltzer, they are definitely worth it. Anyone that knows me knows I don't like beer. I don't like seltzers. So for me to like all three flavors, that's big.
Yes. Thank you.
And what did I say? Which one was it that I said tasted like summertime?
Oh,
was it the key lime?
I think it was the key lime. Yeah. A lot of people say that it just feels like daytime drinking, summertime. It's a good one.
No, we definitely, no, I got to go get me some cute stuff. We got to do some photos.
I know.
With that, because when I say, I'm like, oh my, it was like familiar in my mouth.
I love that. I love that. So I don't know if I told you, I'm going to demo this weekend at Total Wine Redondo, I think. Yes, I think. I think that's still on. I have to make sure they have enough product. I went there earlier today, and they had minimal product left, which is a good thing, right? Because people are buying it and it's moving. So I have to make sure they can bring in more product for the demo on Saturday. With that being said, I think we'll demo, if that all that works out, I'll demo there Saturday. I'll let you know.
Yes,
And
and
yay.
because I know, like I said, I'm there so much. They know my son's name, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It means that you are a loyal Total Wine customer. That's what it means.
I tell people all the time, I love Total Wine mainly because, for one, it's clean.
Mm-hmm. They're really nice stores.
They do. And two, everyone there is so friendly.
Yep.
And I don't feel like, so I compare Total Wine and More in Bev mode to going shopping at Marshall's Ross.
Yep. They're like in the same category.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to shop anywhere, I'm going to shop at Marshall's over Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Bevmo is totally giving Ross energy. It's like going to Target and Walmart.
It's funny but true. I mean, but I feel like for California, I have another cat following me. For California, Bevmo's been around longer. Total Wine's sort of a newer establishment. So I was demoing. What was I demoing the other day? WeHo in downtown. I was telling everyone, "Oh, we're in Whole Foods. We're in Total Wine." I'm like, I don't know what Total Wine is, right? Because they don't have them on the east side. We have them here. I have one in Culver near me. You've got the Redondo. We've got Long Beach. But Total Wine's kind of newer, so I feel for this area. right?
Right.
For California. So I feel like people are getting acclimated and they'll soon know that it is the spot, right, for alcohol.
Oh, for sure. Now, is the Total Wine in Long Beach at the LBX?
Haven't been to that one. I can't
feel
picture the location.
that's where it would be, but I'm not 100% sure. And
Yeah, I don't know.
now that I work in Long Beach, I'm starting to get familiar with the area. So
I had a cat just jump at me. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know the exact location of that. My life is crazy. Of that one, but I will let you know on Sunday when we're there.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. Good.
Now, this is one of my favorite questions to ask any winemaker, because I feel like this is like definitely something that every winemaker has been asked before.
Yeah.
Who are your top celebrity winemakers?
I mean, there's so many now, right? I feel like it's hard to choose one. There's so many people doing so many different and cool things, and then there's celebrities that have been doing it for a really long time in a very particular sort of category or variety, right? Like or varietal. Sorry, I don't even know what's going on in my head, but if I had to choose, I love what Snoop and Martha do.
Okay.
It's so on brand. I think the price it is. I know. It's on brand. The price point is right. The taste profile is right. Like they know their target demo. They know their consumer, and it hits. Like I just think it's very, very smart. But there's still so many others that I like. I think Mary J. Blige is got something really cool.
This is amazing.
Right? There's so many. I mean, D Wade obviously, like
Of course. Oh,
of course. I mean that's a no-brainer too. So it's very, very hard to choose. But if I had to, I mean I just think Snoop and Martha's it's just fun. It's on brand. I like what they do.
Tamara, and I have not had Tamara and her husband's wine. I need to try that.
I haven't had that one either, actually.
So I know Aisha and her sister-in-law, Sadell.
Yeah.
They have a wine together, and I keep saying I want to try it.
Yeah, I haven't had theirs either.
Mainly because I think they're both pretty cool. I just love that they're doing it together.
Yeah.
In-laws, which says a lot about that whole in-law dynamic.
Sure.
And two, because it's women.
Right.
So I'm always pro women first.
Right.
But I definitely have to try theirs. Of course, I'm always going to say Issa. I love Issa. Issa is my girl. And I was able to tell her in person that we were friends, even though it was our first time meeting. But in my head.
How was that, meeting her in person?
I'm not going to lie and say that I was not losing it on the inside. And I had to remember that I am still representing my brand when it's all said and done. And we walked in and Yana went straight for the tasting table. So you know how 1010 is set up.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I think Issa's everybody's friend in their brain.
Sure. Right? Like we've known her for so many years now.
Yes. She's everybody's friend.
Yeah.
So Kiana and I walk in and like we're holding on to each other because it's like so many people in there. And we walk past the main table that's in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's sitting right there. And I'm like squeezing her. She gets ready to turn around. I was like, don't turn around. So then she walks to the table. She gets something to drink. And I'm still like, in fangirl mode, like, please don't just like start freaking out because she's sitting right there. And
Yeah.
then I see another Black sommelier who I absolutely adore. He's in the corner. He and I have been talking on Instagram, been wanting to meet up and interview, but our schedules never just have aligned. So I finally got to meet him in person. We're over here talking with him, sipping wine. And then she stands up with her whole crew. And I said, oh man, this is my time. If I don't go talk to her now, it's never going to happen. And I got brave and I was like, I'll be back. I got to go. And they're all watching me walk over. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Still questioning myself as I'm walking over to her. And I tap her on her arm. And I'm like, fuck, there's no turning around now. And she turns around and I said, I don't mean to be a fan, but I am a fan.
But I'm fangirling, yeah.
Totally fangirling. I'm wearing my hoodie. You know, she sees the YouTube logo and I'm telling her, I said, what you did for us was absolutely amazing. I have watched Insecure, I don't know how many times, and I'm just spewing all of this. And she gets teary-eyed and she hugs me. And I said, oh gosh, she just hugged me. And then I smelled like Issa. So now I'm really thinking like, oh crap. Then she asked me, do you want to take a picture? Yes.
Of course.
Like, I'm going to say no. And I take my picture and now I'm like floating because I just met Issa fucking Ray. And excuse my language, but I feel like there's no other way to say it than like that.
It's amazing.
And she was so sweet. Like, you know how some people get a little big-headed once they get bigger?
Yep.
She was just like, no, I'm one of the homegirls.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So good. So
I mean, that's my daughter that just hated on me right now. Little Miss Kennedy, I appreciate you hating on me.
Oh, that's funny. Was she there?
No, first off, she's not 21 yet, so she's not allowed in wine shenanigans yet.
But she's heard this story many times, I presume.
Oh, but yes, all week since the awkward Black girl days. Yes. Oh my gosh, since awkward Black girl, because I feel like I resonated more towards that in the beginning, because it's just like, I'm not, like I told somebody, I said, when I'm just talking to you regular, I'm not flirting. Please don't ever take that as me flirting with you. If I get weird, you know I'm flirting. If I'm just normal and having a conversation, yes, sometimes I may tap you on your shoulder. You know, I may put my arm. I do not want you. Trust me, I don't want you. But if I get awkward, yeah, you know. I might think you're a little cute. Like George Clooney.
You can get awkward with him.
Woo! In a heartbeat. George Clooney is fine. As old as he is, yeah, I will sign that NDA.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. No.
And you know, I just recently started watching my therapist. My therapist is working. See, Danica, this was the kitchen talk that we were.
I can't.
My therapist laughs at me and she gives me all of these great tips to keep me from falling into, you know, old patterns, things like that. So I'm not allowed to rewatch my comfort shows when I'm in my moods.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching new shows that I don't know the outcome of. I don't know where it's going, to keep myself from falling into, you know, that sadness, depression, things like that.
Got it.
So I've been watching Power, the second one. Never watched it, and there's so many seasons that I'm like, cool, I can just go ahead and just watch it while I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Method Man, Lord help me. That man can make me sign an NDA too, because I'm like, ooh.
I can't.
When you put some glasses on,
I can't.
I'm here for all of it.
I can't. I'm trying to think who does that for me on a TV show.
Now I'm getting hot. Or maybe it's your wine.
I know. No, I think it's the wine. I'm trying to think who would do that for me in a TV show right now. Gosh, I haven't watched anything in so long. I think I need. Obviously, I need to. Obviously, I'm missing something.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, I'm not really like, oh yeah. Like in my head, man, Method Man is so fine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's hot.
Like 2 Chainz is my homeboy. He just don't know it yet either. And when I get the opportunity to meet him,
got you.
I love 2 Chainz. Like and it's so funny because I didn't start really gravitating towards him until his album Pretty Girls Love Trap Music. And that's when I really started going, okay, I like you. And I've just been hooked ever since. And then I started listening to his, prior stuff, his earlier stuff. And I was like, okay, I like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is my homeboy. He just don't know it yet. But when we finally meet, he's going to know too. I'm being brave for the rest of my life. I'm like, I'm at East. I got to be brave. I'm manifesting all of this now.
Just putting it out there.
I'm putting it out there. At this point, what else can go wrong?
Exactly. Nothing to lose at this point.
Don't get the opportunity to meet Beyonce. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, like, it'd be done.
And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish with the last question that I'm pretty sure that a lot of your fellow fans would want to know. What piece of advice would you give anyone that's looking to become an entrepreneur?
Keep dreaming, dream big.
Whew.
It's honestly so simple. Never ever stop dreaming. Always keep trying. Always go after it, right? And dream big as you possibly can, because
I agree.
You can get it
for sure. No, that's great advice. That's great advice because you don't know what is gonna be the outcome of everything. So no, I definitely agree with you on that. Dream bigger than the world. Oh, you met Whoopi Goldberg. I wonder how that was.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask you the question you asked me, if I could be, a celebrity for a day, who would it be? Who would it be for you?
I would have to say, and I'm sure people are expecting this answer, but Beyonce.
Yeah, so when you said that was kind of what I was thinking you were gonna say.
And not for the reasons that everyone thinks, but because her work ethic is out of this world. Just to be able, think about it. She was on tour. She was launching a hair care line while finishing up recording a whole new album. And still, it's like, when did you rest, sis? Did you sleep?
Right.
Just to be her for a day and see what that day-to-day is like would just be mind-blowing. Just to pick a piece of okay, I need to do this. Because sometimes I look at people like her and think, I'm not working hard enough.
No, girl, you are. You're working hard. And if, when you get to meet Beyonce one day, because you likely will, right? You guys will be able to kind of connect on that level. No, you're doing it all, babe. You are.
I'm trying.
You are.
I am. And I do my best to, tell myself that I have to keep going. Like sometimes people don't think I'm working. I'm working. Like even it's like my brain it goes a million miles a minute.
I know.
Even when we were together, it was just like you would say something. I was like, oh, okay, let me text myself that.
Yep. I know.
So it's definitely, this has been such a great journey. I met so many amazing people doing this, and I'm definitely appreciative and grateful to be able to have this platform and do this. This is not even what I imagined when I started the journey. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited for you because, oh my, no, Danica, when I say you have an amazing product on your hands,
Thank you. Thank you.
I cannot wait for the summer when people are buying it off the shelves and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I'm sold out in this store. I'm sold out in that store.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to.
So I'm proud of you. I'm gonna keep rooting for you. And I'm like, I know people are probably sick of me posting.
No, you're so good at that, and I'm so appreciative. And like, right, it's all about awareness at this point, like building that brand awareness and just like being able to get in front of like your consumer. So I appreciate that so much.
Oh, definitely. And like I said, when you're ready to take those pictures, you let me know. I will dress for each color of.
Can we plan a content strategy, content creation day, please?
Oh, for sure.
Because you know I need help in that department every day.
For sure. We got to get that going because no, you definitely have a great, like I said, I'm not a seltzer person at all. Like I went to, oh my gosh, what is the place in Hawthorne? SoCal Brewery or something like that? It's one of those breweries in Hawthorne. And I had one and I was just like, dang, I got it. I got to finish it because I already paid $13 for this seltzer and it was not good. And it took me, I want to say we were there for like a couple hours. It took me the whole couple hours and there was still some left.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt like I was just drinking it just so I wouldn't waste my money.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
No. So for me to have gone through that and then to taste yours, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Which made me happy because you're my friend, so I didn't want to have to tell you, I don't like this one.
No, because that would be weird.
But like, what didn't you like about it?
And we've all done that to our friends, right? Where like you pretend like something or, you know, but thank God you liked it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I liked it too because that really would have been awkward.
That would have been weird. But
it would have been play date over.
No, if someone doesn't like these flavors, then that's like saying they don't, I don't know, they don't like sunlight, right? They're just so yummy.
No, it was really good. I thought it was absolutely amazing. And I am just like, no. And it's at a great price point.
And 6% ABV.
And that 6% gets you because I'm thinking, oh, 6%, I'll be fine. No.
Sneaks up on you.
That's why I was happy you gave me that water because I said, wait a minute. I said, I'm feeling a little something.
Yeah,
so,
you do.
Yeah, between the water and the food and the cookies. Mm-hmm.
The cookies that the underage cookies that the kids just couldn't get enough of.
They couldn't. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope that I was able to provide some sort of comic relief and, insight into something that was interesting for you all.
You did. And let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram, Drink Grown Folks. You can find us on TikTok, Drink Grown Folks. You can email us, hello@Drink Grown Folks. Please holler at us. We want to hear from you, and we're just super, super excited to just expand the Grown Folks community. And thank you, babe, for having me on the show and, for our friendship. This isn't the last that you'll see of me and us together. So stay tuned.
Of course not. Before you guys all leave, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe, do all the things, share. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. And of course, thank you, Andrew. We appreciate that. No, this was great.
Oh, thank you, Andrea. It was so nice to meet you virtually.
And I will see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.